You're watching Star Watch Media. I'm Callie Bundy, and we're here at the 20th anniversary of the Hamptons International Film Festival. Here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, I am Callie of Star Watch Media, and I'm here with the ladies of Mission of Mermaids. How are you doing today?
We are doing great. We are so thrilled to be here. We've got beautiful weather. I know in LA the weather's great, but this is fantastic. So we're thrilled to be here.
This is fantastic and definitely a blessing. I don't know if you were in last night, but it was a little bit of a torrential downpour.
A lot of rain, but today the skies are blue. And this morning we went paddle boarding, and
nice.
The film is about the love of oceans. So whether you're East Coast, West Coast, globally, it's all about the need to save our oceans and fall in love with them, because if you love something, you'll be motivated to save them.
Sure, and it seems like there's kind of a big movement actually for people to get back on the water. I've seen a few campaigns, Welcome to the Water. I don't know if you've heard of any of these, but so it seems like you've got the same idea as a few other people. But obviously we're here to talk about your project. What was your inspiration for it?
Well, I sit on the board of Oceana, which is the largest nonprofit organization solely focused on global ocean protection.
Okay.
And I wanted to find a way to get people activated and to understand the state of our oceans. And we have about 20 years to really turn the tide of ocean destruction. So the film is short, it's snappy, it's poetic, and it's really my poetic ode to help saving the oceans. And I use the myth of the mermaid, which is very magical, about the need for people to take sacred time and to understand our connection to the water, time for us to rest as human beings. And if we do the same with the ocean can rebound as well. So it's a combination of loving the ocean, understanding our connection to the ocean, especially because of the 9 billion people that are going to be on the planet by 2050, and the over 1 billion people that rely on fish for their major source of protein.
Okay, wow. So now about how long did it take you to put the film together?
It took about a year and a half.
Okay.
I did a lot of research and used primarily all found footage, except for one day where we shot out in Sagaponack, and Gina runs a company called Paddle Diva, and the whole idea, I love to paddleboard. We love to get out on the ocean. It's a great way to see what's going on and to observe the birds and the sea life and the marine life. So we did one day of shooting, and the idea is to really get people to understand the issues, but come to it from a place of loving their experience, because so many of us live by the sea, we go on vacation by the water, but mostly, and perhaps most importantly to me, is that so many people rely on fish protein for their major source of sustenance.
Definitely. I know I eat a lot of fish myself. So now, kind of ironic that the Hamptons Films Fest is, you're here as a part of it. Is this your first time here?
No, I had a film here a couple of years ago called Striking a Chord on music and healing for our troops. So it looked at PTSD and the ways of the invisible wounds of war, and how music can be part of the healing for our veterans that really need our support.
Okay, so obviously then you know what to expect a little bit the second time around. Has the film played yet this weekend?
The film plays for everybody that's listening tomorrow night at 5:30 at United Artists East. It's the Theater 6, and Gina will be on the panel. I fly to Brazil in a few hours. So my hope is that it's been showing all around the world, this small little 15-minute film, and my hope is to get as many mermaid ambassadors to talk about the film. So it was in Monterey just last week, and we had someone from the Plastic Pollution Coalition speak. So it's really getting the word out and trying to get as many people interested. I also have this line of jewelry, which is part of the campaign, to wear things that are beautiful, to feel beautiful, and to understand our connection to our oceans and that sacred place, which is where we all came from.
Sure, yeah, and I was actually admiring that off camera before we started, and I said, ladies, that jewelry is gorgeous. And it seems, is it all kind of ocean inspired?
It's all ocean inspired. So this is a chain where you can actually add the different charms, whether the seahorse or my anchor, and then I have a little mermaid and sea star here. So it's all about, women go to parties and they look at what you're wearing, and it's a way to start the conversation about our oceans.
Like jewelry marketing.
Well, and message-inspired jewelry is how I put it, but it's really...
that sounds much nicer.
So we'll have to get you a piece to wear.
Yes, absolutely. And I love it. Seems like everything's kind of interchangeable, which is really cool.
Yeah, the whole idea is just like the classic black dress. You have a classic chain, and you can add enhancers and add charms and make it your own and be creative.
Beautiful. And I believe you said mermaid ambassadors. Was that it? I would love to be a mermaid ambassador.
Well, we would love to have you be you're being trained right now. The whole idea is to get as many mermaids, and you look like a mermaid, so we will get you the jewelry. I hope you come see the film. For those of you that people that can't see it, they can go to SusanRockefeller.com, and there's information on the film. If people want a paddleboard out in the Hamptons, they can go to PaddleDiva.com.
Okay.
But the idea is to get as many people to understand our connection to our oceans.
Perfect. And so we've got, people can go there for those two things. Where do they go for the jewelry?
They go to SusanRockefeller.com. That has the film, it has jewelry, it's
Paddle Diva?
Paddle Diva.
Everything's on there.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. And any projects that you're working on currently?
This is really my big project.
Okay.
I mean, I'm hoping that the festival circuit will be the next 2 years. It's now part of a curriculum that will go to 5th to 8th graders. So the idea is to get as many people involved in ocean conservation. And my hope is that people watch this film and they join Oceana, which has over 500,000 wavemaker activists. So I hope you join and become a wavemaker, and everybody that sees the film. So.
I will, most definitely. And are we allowed to ask, is Brazil for work or for fun?
Brazil is work for my husband, but I will be taking advantage of looking at lots of art and the waters down there, and whatever I can do to spread the word, I will, with the people that we're meeting down there.
Of course, definitely wear some jewelry, right?
Exactly. Well, very little.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Time and place for that, right? Well, Susan, Gina, thank you so much. Best of luck. And everyone, make sure that you go on and check it out, and also become mermaid ambassadors.
Yes. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.